Hi, Nate. Hey, Janine. Hey, Dee Dee. How you guys doing? Oh, hey, Susie Q. I'm okay, Nate. I'm quitting nicotine. It's not. I'm not having any fun. Hey, Kathy. Joe. Hey, 313 Motown. Hey, sweetie. Cannabis. Laura. Mr. Roland. Estelle. Yes, it is, Susie Q. Hey, there's Miss Denise. Amy's auntie is Miss Denise. Give us a thumbs up if you don't mind. Please and thank you. Yeah, Kathy, I have to take it way slower than that. I've been smoking 40 years, so I'm giving up two things, vapes and cigarettes. So vapes first. And I cut down how many cigarettes I smoke every day by once a week. This is what works for me. So that's what I'm doing. All righty then, Janine. Tell us how you really feel, hon. Yeah, I get to 4 days, Kathy, and I'm like, it don't 911 me because I'm not there right now, but 4 days without, and I'm like deciding whether I want to take all the pills in my house or hang myself. Seriously, I'm chuckling, but it's true. No cold turkey for me. I've done that before. It's an addiction. It's all here. So I got a lot of gum because I will chew nicotine gum, a very like half a piece. I have to be desperate because nicotine gum, that's what that's really for, the intense cravings. You know, Deborah, I can always tell a smoker when I'm talking to somebody. I can tell if they smoke or not. Well, she just got to keep at it, Susie Q. Keep at it. Statistically, the people who try more often are the ones who actually succeed. Hey, Betty. Yeah, she might have to put the plug in the jug before she stops smoking, hon. Some people can do it all at once. I was not that person. And, and it's common for psychics, intuitives, empaths to smoke or to overeat because it grounds us. Well, my lungs are amazingly clear, Lori. I've gotten very lucky. My biological mother died from lung cancer, but she was smoking. She was literally smoking 4 packs of non-filters a day. So it's not hereditary. Right, Susie Q. So when she's, alcoholics drink until they don't. Something's going to have to happen to her for her to stop. She'll be done when she's done. I miss somebody. Oh, hey, Elizabeth. Sorry, honey. Running my gap. That's all you could do, Laura. Work on it. Oh, excellent, Cannabis Queen. Good for you. No smoking for Cannabis Queen for 33 months. Woo-hoo. It's true, Nancy. I swear it's true that humans find whatever way we can to ground ourselves. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Nate, about your auntie. Well, good for you, Janine. When I started smoking when I was 17 and I'm 60. Yeah, Lori, I'm trying. Good for you. 8 cigarettes a day. I was down to 5 cigarettes a day for the longest time. Then something happened. I got incredibly stressed. Right back to it. Good for you, Estelle. I'm glad somebody's well grounded because I'm not. Well, cannabis, we do what we got to do, honey. No judgment over here. I do not partake of the herb. It affects me different than it affects other people. Okay. I'll pick the cards I want to use. Oh. Okay. So we'll use Divine Celestial Tarot. Hey, Susie. Oh, Estelle. Estelle, my daughter used to tell her friends, she'd say, "You're not fat, you're fluffy." Hence her nickname, Fluffy. Yeah, Roland, it's a very, very difficult. So I'm going to take those 12 steps of Alcoholics Anonymous that I used to get and stay sober, and I'm going to use those for my smoking and my sponsor. Hey, Cannabis Queen's mom. Joe, that's funny. Joe says she's not overweight, she's under tall. Oh, we needed to lighten up, you guys. Okay, Nate, do me a favor and text me that link so I can put it up in the post section. Nate says he heard that Mini-Me Mikey walked away from his seat and there's impeachment files going against Rump Roast. Susie Q, yeah, I take, for my type 2, I take Jardiance and Rybelsus, and I've lost 13 pounds in the past couple of months. I mean, I've been on them, but I've lost, my doctor's like, that's too much. My body says thank you. Yeah, Laura, I don't know if hypnosis would work for me because I don't conform well. So I don't know if hypnosis would work for me. What am I missing here? Yeah, it's good work, Mrs. Stell. Those steps are good work. Yeah, Miss Lori, I'm headstrong. Yep. Well, so right now, like I said, I'm really focusing on the vapes. I threw them all out. I do have one sitting here. And I'm gonna throw that. I forgot it was here. I had them all over the place. So I'm gonna throw that one out. And because I'm not a garbage digger, I'm not, no, I don't care what fell in there. I'm not digging in the garbage. So, hey, Tishy. Okay, well, contrast, it's one step at a time, hon. Guys keep saying that Couchman is not going to be the press. Oh, yeah, Betty. Rump Roast has affected people in exactly the way he wants to affect people. It's funny, Cannabis Queen, is when I smoke, I don't even like the taste anymore. I used to love the taste of a cigarette first thing in the morning. Now it's just harsh. All right, Nate, thank you. Nate says, Maggot Mike vacated his chair. Okay. Yeah, send me that link, Bubba. He had a dental visit yesterday. Let's see. I don't think anybody gives a flying hoot. And that's not about you, Deborah. I'm saying, why would they announce that? Who cares? Tell us the results of his MRIs. Tell us how many times you had to resuscitate him. The Kathy, the vaping started getting to see, I don't really even inhale into my lungs. It gets to the top of my throat and I blow it out. So it's definitely here. It's a habit. It's a over 40 years now, 40-year habit. Right, Tishy? Best decision ever. I walk in my house after I come home from something and it smells. Now, I'm not going to get rid of the smell completely. My neighbor downstairs smokes, and I can smell when he lights a cigarette all over the place, all over my apartment. But when I'm all done for real, I'm going to be washing some curtains and some backdrops. Just like. Hey, Terry. All right, Terry's going to hang for a sec. She's got a tutor. She got a tutor soon. No, he's not going to send any more, honey. Rumpros is not going to send more troops to Portland. Because I think that what's going to start happening is the states, wow, brain fart. The state's National Guards are going to start stepping up. You know, it's funny, Janine. Yeah, he's too fat in one video and he's not that fat in the next. Just saying. What are they trying to distract from now, as Deborah asked? Those files? Thanks, Nate. Well, Dumpy did drink, okay? Because he has liver problems. I say that and I get like, I hear crickets. He has liver problems, which gives him heart problems, which gives him kidney problems. Yes, Betty. I have always loved the smell of a fresh lit cigarette. Look, the patch and the gum are for when the success rate of patches and gum is very low. Okay? I'm chewing on a third of a piece of nicotine gum right now because the craving for a vape was strong. And I don't like coming on here cranky. Speaking of which. Okay. You still love the smell. Yay, you got yes, Tishy. Nate says, didn't I get the other day Rump Roast isn't live yesterday? That is what Melissa Horton said. They keep saying it. Now, if you watch Dana Magic of Somatic Money's most recent video, I think it was yesterday, she says the same thing. Not about him being unalive, but she talks about the AI videos. She just gives a short mention of the AI videos. Somebody asked me, well, how is the press reacting to that? Well, they own the press. So the press is going to keep their mouth shut. Or the press can stand there, they could record the press asking questions. But I don't know, when's the last time any of us have seen a press conference with him? Rump Roast has gray hair. Oh, Richard, thank you. Let me write that down. I'm gonna look into that. I'm probably just gonna work those 12 steps though. But I'm open. Alan Carr is the easy way to stop smoking. C.A. Alan Carr. Okay, thank you, dear. All right, anywho. Yeah, Carol, listen, I had to write a list, Carol, this morning of the ways that my life is unmanageable because of nicotine. There was more than I thought there was. The smell, the effort I have to go to get the cheapest cigarettes I can find, getting a hold of my cigarette guy, thinking about a cigarette every 15 minutes. There's a whole list. I got a whole list. I can't remember it all. Do I think President Harris has any body doubles? You know, I'm going to be honest, Nate. I'm not picking up body doubles for her. Rumpros has gray hair. I wonder how many body doubles he has. Well, the last count was 7. He's a billionaire. He can afford it. He can afford people to pay. He can afford for people to be paid. His estate can afford for people to be paid to pretend they're him. Okay, so Kathy, straight arrow news. So far, completely unbiased. Straight arrow news. You can put it on your phone, honey. Yes, Debbie, this is what I'm talking about. It's white one day, it's yellow the next. He's got a full head of hair one day. It's all thinning the next. Well, yeah, Lori, why are those so expensive? My daughter needed a pack of smokes. I mean, she wanted to buy it through. She needed smokes. I was going to give her some, and I just left them on my bed. Forgot to bring them when I visited. So I'm like, well, order some from GoPuff. It was $30 for altogether for the cigarette for 15, 17, something like that. And then the delivery fees. Oh my God, it was ridiculous. I said, you're buying me a 12-pack of energy drinks of Monster. Hey, Jane. Thank you, dear. Yeah, I never understood a person with all that money having the ugliest haircut on the planet. I'm sorry. Well, I'm not sorry. That's the way I feel. I see, Lori. Yeah, dementia, Nate, narcissism. Personally, I think he's a sociopath. I know, Lori. Don't even get me started on the prices. Here, we're going to make you pay more money for you to kill yourself. That's what they said after they got sued by 1 million people. Yes, Susie Q. 10 times 1570. Oh, Newports are. About that. I was thinking about that, Lori. I was thinking about all the money I can save. Because I went from spending $80 a month on 2 cartons to $120 a month on 3 because my smoking went way back up. How long ago was a carton $20? I don't even know. Whenever you'd have to Google that, whenever they started suing the cigarette companies, which I personally, I mean, that needed to happen on a spiritual level. But personally, I wouldn't be. I'm not going to sue a cigarette company. I choose to smoke. Yeah, Montego, that's not a bad price. I do Seneca. That's an East Coast thing. It's a New York thing. Seneca Indians. Hey, Deanna. Is it true that? See, I don't know where you guys get that. Get your information from. Help me out there. Back in the 70s. I remember 2000. I moved up here in 2010, and that's when they started going up. And I thought $7 a pack was bad. Oh, Nate partakes of the herb. Champix, or do you mean Chantex? Rita. Amanda. Rita Mandel. All right, there we go. I think I needed stronger glasses. Yeah, I can't take that stuff. Chantex, Wellbutrin. It makes me depressed and anxious. Oh, yeah. I see where you're going, Lori, when they put that information, when they were mandated to put the information about the harm that smoking causes. Yeah. That was the 70s. Okay, Terry, thanks for showing up, honey. See you next time. Yeah, Chantix, yeah. But now they call it Wellbutrin. Will the body doubles be arrested as well? I don't think so. I think the body doubles are going to make deals. But there's going to be a lot of people making deals. Everyone's not getting arrested. I mean, that's not even plausible. So the body doubles are like the least of the bad guys. Okay? They're compliant, they're complicit. Yes, though. We don't do Chantix. Well, Susie Q, he does like to renege on his promises. I remember cigarettes when they were 86 cents a pack back in the 80s. I'd go up the store for my lunch break from school. Yeah, rump roast is, Nate, we all know rump roast isn't going to be around for 2028. Stephen Miller is trying to pull some strings and he's trying to create a narrative. Susie Q, I remember when. Hey, Richard. I'm sorry, I missed you when you came in. Wait, I'm missing something here, Joe. I was missing something here. Joe. Oh, come on now. I need a new mouse for this. I have two mice hooked up to this desktop, and neither one of them will scroll. Yeah, I'm not seeing what you posted there, Joe. I'm talking about your info for Warren Buffett. You forget the person who explained it, but she's very reputable. Okay, I'm sorry, Joe. Explain what, dear? Deanna. Used to be Marlboro Reds, huh? Okay. I think, Nate, honestly, I think body doubles have taken over his job. We already know that Stephen Miller and, Susie Wild. What we never think about her. She is like an independent entity. She does whatever she does that suits her. So if she supports one of these douche canoes, it's to her benefit. Sorry, Kathy. We're supposed to stop talking about smoking. Betty, no, I didn't see what you said about 1966, Miss Betty. I'm sorry, dear. There's a lot of comments. Hey, Sienna. Okay, so Anita, yeah, I mean, I think that what we'll be told is, oh yeah, we had body doubles, but all the presidents have body doubles, and they're going to try to make light of it. Okay. Will the regime be charged for fraud? It's going to be on the list of charges, but it's not going to be the one. It's not really going to make a difference because the election contest pilferage, that's coming out. Let's get through these documents first, these EPI documents, and then watch. Remember, it's a culmination of things that gets this regime out of here. Let me pick a card. I've been shuffling for the past 20 minutes. Oh, Six of Wands. Six of Wands is celebration. Nate, I'm going to have to do a reading on that question if we have to wait till 2028 for President Harris. Because the energy keeps flip-flopping on me, so that's why I haven't done a reading. It keeps flip-flopping because I do check in. Hey, Daniel. Verona, how you doing, sweetie? King of Cups. King of Cups, bringing out that feminine energy of emotion and compassion. You know, you guys, I have another channel called The Sober Psychic. I think I want to start doing a video, just one video once a day. I see the articles of her running again in 2028. That doesn't mean that we have to wait till then. I'm good, Verona. Thank you. So far that I'm keep being told, Janine, that the Medicaid money is not going to be, they're not going to be able to mess with that. Also, I read on Straight Arrow News that there was a judgment against the Rump regime for trying to withhold funds from different states. New York State was one of them, a couple of Midwestern states. And they ruled against them. They said, no, you can't do that. You can't starve children and homeless people and old people. You can't do that. Yeah, Linda. Linda, I remember we'd go to pick up the newspaper down at a little store down in my town, and my sister and I would get hickory smoked almonds. They were so good, so good, and those were like 10 cents. Hey, Lori. All right, I'm glad. Listen, you guys, my views are down. Have been cut in half on my videos. I don't know what's going on with that. Hey, Gaia. I don't know what's going on with that. I think I'm being messed with again. So please go to my page, click on my picture, and I'll take you to my page, my picture underneath any video. Also pay attention to the videos that are put up on the screen at the very end of my videos, because those will show you what the algorithm thinks you want to watch, and another one will show you the last video that was put up. Yes, Cannabis, you are close to me. I've been to Ohio, passing through. Well, Daniel, that's not going to happen right now, unfortunately. I wouldn't be surprised if we never hear about him being not here. Well, hearing that he hasn't even really been here. I don't think we're going to hear about that. Well, I'm going to do the short, Susie Q. I'm going to keep doing that. But on the Sober Psychic, I think I want to do something that is not political. And Miss Deborah agrees with me. Deborah's Blue Tarot. This is great. but we need to focus on just being human sometimes. Punishing us, Kat. Really? Explain that to me, Mama. Explain that to me. 10 of Wands, heavy burden or lightning load. Hi, Kathy. You're not late, honey. You're here. Did he issue a state troop? See, I haven't. I've been doing things that taking care of business for the channel. So I haven't like refreshed my homepage on YouTube. So you should see the list I have. I've got to have a couple hundred videos in my watch later. So again, Nate, please send that link to me in a text. Guy that's the sober psychic, sober. It's not one of my channels. It was actually the first channel. And so I'm going to do stuff that's more about being human, psychic. I need to stay busy if I'm going to quit smoking. Oh, let's see. Is it true that Rumpro's financial records and taxes are out? No. Not the 5 of Cups, not the proper information. 5 of Cups is usually 3 empty cups in front of somebody. They're focusing on those 3 empty cups. So his files would be the empty, or his financial records would be the empty cups. There, and then there would be 2 cups behind where the real information is. Oh, thanks, Susie Q. Nancy. Oh, you guys, I can't have a real chihuahua, so this is my emotional support chihuahua. And my emotional support pickle is in my pocket. Oh, the color of the day is gold, by the way. Now, I don't have much. I'm a silver person. I'm a moon person. I don't have much gold. This is close. This is close. And I have a gold coin in my pocket. Let's see. Sienna wants to know if Jonathan Ross, the unaliver of Renee Good, will be prosecuted and go to jail. Knight of Cups, I'm going to have to say yes. Because of the emotional nature of this crime. This is affecting everyone. Somebody said something, I'm not going to name who it was. Somebody said something in a video, and it kind of pissed me off. Because I don't think in skin color, okay? And when I look at a person of color, I'll say, oh, look, that's a black person. I don't think like that. It doesn't compute. And he said, well, a white person had to be murdered for people to pay attention. And it really pissed me off that he said that. I don't think like that. And I don't like it when other people think like that. So, and the problem there is he's probably right. But I think it was the way that it was said. And this person, he's always talking about something like that. It's like, stop. We're all equal. Each and every one of us is equal. That is the way I see other human beings. Period, point blank. Oh, there we go. Yeah, Nate. Well, he's not my mayor. I'm not in New York City. But I mean, what happens there definitely affects the state. Yeah, he's putting in the work. He's kicking butt and taking names. I'm good with him. I love my governor, Hochul. I love her. She made sure the people ate in November. She made sure people got their food stamps. Yeah, he's a little stiff, right? my little dog. That's okay. Oh, labs are great, Jill. Listen, if you name a dog, I'm gonna say, oh, that dog's great. Yeah, he's not healthy, Janine. I mean, he's been revived at least 3 times. Are his medical records not anytime soon? His medical records will not be released to the public anytime soon. And not for nothing, his medical records don't mean anything. They don't mean anything right now. We need to focus on her in, not him out, not anything about him. We need to focus on her in. And if we do that, she'll be in. Good no Lord. Oh, Kathy. Chewy. That's cute. Well, we are equal, right, Betty? Yes, Debbie. And my kids, I mean, because they're surrounded by a certain way of talk in school, you know. My one instance, my son comes home one day, he's in middle school, he goes, "This Puerto Rican." I said, whoa, back up the train, dude. We don't identify people by their skin tone. Why don't you find out what the person's name is? And that's was the rule with me in my home. Okay, what a good Christian he is. I'm really missing it here. Yeah, Carol, the Chantix definitely made me depressed, and they were mixing it with another antidepressant way back when it first came out. And I knew intuitively it wasn't going to work, but I gave it a shot. Oh, that's right. I'm sorry, Donna. I'm sorry, dear. Yeah, they give everybody grief, don't they? Politicians are the most picked on and bullied people on the planet. Yeah, Jane, I miss my dog so much. But me having something like this is a big deal. It means that I've moved through the majority of my grief. Right, Joe, this poor doggy, just hanging. I don't hear any yip yap. Little bit. She used to scare the crap out of me every time she'd bark. She just bust out with one. Yeah, Jill. Yeah, yes, Gaia, too much energy towards what we don't want. Is there going to be a special election for President Harris to be in? Well, that depends on when the contest pilferage information comes out, when the proof comes out. Because when the proof comes out, they shouldn't need another election. Because she won. Page of Coins, new power. Hold on. Will President Harris need a special election to take Rumpro's place at the House of White? No. Well, the Supreme Court. Well, SCOTUS is, many of them are defective. Okay. But if you notice, Congress has been starting to put their foot down. I mean, there's a couple of things that they did not win. But the fact that they're putting their foot down at all is huge. Oh, thank you, Jill. Thank you for supporting the channel. Oh, Janine, definitely a Chihuahua. The runt. Always like the runts. They're easier to carry. Ooh, we have the High Priestess. Intuition. Spiritual connection. Yeah, Debbie, a lot of us readers have been saying Congress is afraid of Rumpros, but he's like I've been saying this, his power has been dwindling kind of in a slow trickle, but it just sped up. This timeline for him gone sped up. Every time they do the nastiest thing they can think of, the timeline speeds up. Hey, Wounded Healer. Okay, Kathy, thank you. Yeah, Lori, I was thinking about an AI dog. And I'm not dumb. I understand that they're not going to be a real dog. I get that. And I don't, Kathy, I don't think that they actually look like they say they look. Okay. I can tell that the videos for those AI dogs are AI. Like they'll have the robot body of the dog, but the head is AI. No, there's more. Hey, Sue, more snow, huh? We had it. Listen, I could smell spring this morning. I could smell it. An hour later, it snowed. I'm looking at my Japanese red maple. Favorite tree ever. It's all bendy and slanted and full and beautiful. And I can see a hue of green on the buds are already starting to come out. It's only January. I keep telling people the trees are confused. This weather is confusing the trees. Well, Laura, I don't think that they will be able to just do it all at once, a one and done. This is them. They keep saying no to him. No, 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 no. And they're already trying to get him out of there. They're trying to, well, the fake him. They're trying to get him out of there, okay, and put Vance in. Not going to work. I don't even know if Vance is going to get in. The energy flip-flops on that too. Hey, Oxford. You're not late, you're here. Oh, Anita, poor Pop. Well, Miss Donna, for a couple of months, the answer to him being VP was no. That's why you didn't hear me read on him, because I get a lot of guff when I tell the truth about certain things, and I don't really like to do readings on a state level. Okay, I'd rather do the United States or the government. Period. The House of White government. So what I'm getting here with Tim Walz is a maybe. A maybe. Because once he and Colin are in, he can still protect his child. You see, because the bad guys will be gone. But I think that when they get in there, when she gets in there, I really think that there's going to be threats. Not so much from MAGA, but more like passive aggressive threats that are coming from the oligarchs. Okay, so it'll come from the oligarchs, but you'll hear the threats through people who aren't as wealthy as they are. So it's not going to be like a clean slate and easy breezy lemon peasy. There's going to be work, and they're going to need to be protected. Who for VP? Who was I thinking? Buttigieg, okay, would be a great candidate for VP. And there's another one, Miss Deborah mentioned him, and I can't remember who it is. Let me see if I can pendulum that. Okay. Hello, Spirit Team. Can you give me the name of the person that Miss Deborah from Deborah's Blue Tarot said she thought was going to be vice president with President Harris? The name of the person Miss Deborah thinks will be VP with President Harris. D. A. N. Clear. B. O. Oh, come on. N. G. I. N. O. Ira Bongino. Okay. Help me out here. I see his face. I can't remember. Is he a good guy or a bad guy? Who's Bongino? Whose side? Which side of the aisle is Bongino on? I think he's not a good person. Yeah, see, thank you, Susie Q. That's what because I remembered. You know, the picture of him in my head, he has this really nasty look on his face. I think, Anita, Miss Anita, I think that they're both going to be given a choice. I don't think it'll come down to a special election unless they say no. One of them says no. What did I miss? Yeah, Sienna, they're messing with me. It's like they don't like making money. I thought Mark Kelly too. Yeah. Listen, AOC is a great pick, Nate, but what I think that because she would be the first woman president, I feel like they would want a male presence for her VP. Okay. Personally, I think America's ready for her. And they need to get over that, well, males and females and only guys can be presidents, all this other BS. Okay. Let's move on now. Yeah, Joe. I heard that too about she wanted Pete, but unfortunately, Rumpros regime has set us back about 10 or 15 years with pride, skin color, racism. Yeah, see, Waltz would be in a position as vice president to keep his family safe. I agree, Joe. He would, yeah. Well, yeah, Lori, like I said, we've been set back 10 or 15 years with acceptance of gay people. The LGBTQ community has been set back. Racism has been brought back up again. I mean, it was there, right? But it's like, no, it's like right in people's faces because of this white supremacist BS. Hey, oh yeah, you guys say thank you to our moderators, Nate and Amy's auntie, which is Miss Denise. Speaking of Miss Denise, if you need a tarot deck, send Miss Denise an email. Where are we? Poke, 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 poke. Send Miss Denise an email. If you're a paid member, a paid subscriber on Substack, or you paid the $25 for the tarot class, let Miss Denise know, and she will reimburse your shipping fees post haste. She has to send you a link. Secretary of State sounds about right, Donna. Thank you for Pete. I'm just going to call him Pete because I have to tell you, I've gotten 4 different versions of how to pronounce his last name. So I'll just call him Pete. I did not see your live yesterday, Nate. What was I doing? I was actually resting. I rested all day. I took like 2 or 3 naps. Well, thanks for showing up, Cannabis Queen. Appreciate you. Sienna, help me out. What is IRL? I am terrible with, see, I can't even say the word. And real, thank you. Yeah, see, I'm not good with those anagrams. Who's happy now? Well, I didn't see the mini series, and I wouldn't watch something like that because, and that's just me because I was brought up in a fundamentalist Christian home where, oh my God, I was going to hell and Jesus was going to come back and I was going to be the only person here left, so I don't watch that stuff. But listen, the Bible, the stories, these are interpretations of human beings. Why do you think they don't let anybody see Christ's writings? It would change everything. But I guarantee you he didn't say judge people. So I think that maybe some of that Sienna is probably imitating what's going on, but it's not really about what's going on. It's about the end result of what's going on. Even the Bible said that the world would, as we know it, would end. It didn't say the world would end. It said the world as we know it. So we're going through that now. Yeah, we're going to talk about ETs. At some point, I'll let you guys know. Really, Lori? Marching in New York City. Seven of Wands. That's about knowing what's coming at you and having the advantage. So that kind of fits with the marching in New York City. Barbarina, Mrs. Barbarina. Yeah, you got a little less than an hour to go, Mrs. Barbarina. King of Wands. I love this deck. It's a very feminine energy deck. King of Wands. So the King of Wands is not afraid to move forward. Not afraid to take action. Divine Celestial Tarot. Timu. I think that cost me $5. Nate, I mean, she's going to have to go into the White House because they're going to have to for something. I feel like, of course, they're going to sanitize everything. They'll get her. She'll get a new chair. They'll do something with the Resolute desk. Okay, I mean that's what they should do, right? All right, so I think that she will have to be at the House of White for some things, but I'm sorry. There's too many platforms, too many communication platforms out there. She's going to have to sign executive orders. That's obvious. But other than that, I think what we're going to see is less and less activity in the House of White itself. Okay. And at some point, people just won't work out of there. I mean, he desiccated it. Okay. Not just with his energy and his presence, he desiccated the East Wing, for crying out loud. Yeah, Anita, that's I like to do readings on the regime with that true crime. You kidding me, Sue? We're going to need bonfires of sage in every single corridor. Kathy, you can never have enough tarot decks. I have the shelf. I have the plastic shelves that I put together for cards. Never enough tarot decks. Or oracles. Oh, yeah, Sue, it's gaudy, the fake gold. It's nasty. It's nasty. Okay, so the Knight of Swords stuck out. So this is the rest before the final battle. Swords are poised and ready to do what swords do. Found those on Timo too, Susie Q. It's like you can get them. It's like look up trading card shelves. Oh dear. Yes, Lori, sage and citrus will absolutely. Citrus is cleansing and it's also kind of uplifting at the same time. I hear you, Nate. We don't need President Harris getting sick with other people's parasites. Will the space cadet face any consequences his AI grok is making? Yeah. Yeah, he's not as important as he thinks he is. And now, this is that name grok. That just proves what I keep saying. He doesn't have an original thought. Grok is from a movie. You guys know which movie it is. Remember, I'm bad with names of anything. He stole the name grok. Okay, wounded healer, no worries. Shane and Timo are pretty much the same thing, Susie Q. It doesn't matter which one. I mean, just check Timo and see what they got. Just put in tarot cards, see what they got. Cooties. Lori, thank you. That's the word I wanted. We don't want her picking up other people's cooties. Well, if President Harris is going to be there, Nate, it doesn't matter what the regime. Remember, we keep saying the military taking care of business, because you know that none of them are going to go. Well, some of them are going to go quietly. They're going to sit right there. I'm like, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not losing my power. You're going to see a bunch of people who think they're in power lose their minds in front of your face. We're all going to see it. Yeah, Etsy has cards. Yep. Oh, gee, the movie, not Masters of the Universe, something like that. Keepers of the Galaxy, something I can't remember. I know it's not. That's not it. Well, I am about to leave you guys to it until 2:30. Have at it. This was great. We talked about a whole bunch of different stuff. Got that focus somewhat off of rump roast and the regime. Must have stole the name. He did steal the name. Yep, that was the name of a character in a Marvel movie. He was like a tree. He was like a tree, and he was small, and his name was Grok. Pretty sure. Yeah, thank you, you guys. I'm going to make videos for today and tomorrow because Monday is my day off, which I'm kind of rethinking. I need to stay busy right now. I got videos to make, and I'm going to just do I think I'm going to just do a weekly video for the sober SOBER, the sober psychic. I think I'm just going to do a regular video for that, for a weekly there. And I'm going to stop doing weekly videos here. There's too much stuff going on. We don't need a weekly. It's kind of a fall back on anyway, in case, because the weekends are slow with the news. So I think we'll start with a weekly video on the sober psychic, okay, which will have nothing to do with politics. We need to ground. We need to focus on the present moment right this second. Glad to have you, Linda. Thanks for showing up, honey. Groot. But there is a character named Grok somewhere. I am wrong about the character, but there is a Grok somewhere. I mean it. All right, you guys. 77 likes. My goodness. Thank you, you guys. At the Sober Psychic. I don't know if it's Sober Psychic. I think it's the Sober Psychic. It's been a while. I lost some privileges because it's been so long since I used it. I was doing readings for a sober group or people who were trying to get sober, but I can be the Sober Psychic without doing all that. I mean, just the name alone will get people in sobriety or trying to get sober over there looking at videos. So. Okay, thank you, Susie Q. I knew somebody was going to Google that. Robert Heinlein published Stranger in a Strange Land. Grok was a football player, Lori Stone says. Oh, Gronkowski, stop that. This is actually, Grok is actually a character. I like Gronkowski. He was funny as hell. It's a verb. Okay, I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, for the Patriots, I was a fan for about 10 years for the Patriots. I don't watch NFL at all because they banned rainbows on their merchandise. So they get zero play from me. And that kind of sucks. All right, you guys. I'll see you in the funny papers. I'm going to look up that Grok thing, Susie Q. I'm going to look it up all by myself. All right, much love, many blessings. Thanks for showing up, you guys.